welcome to my channel. And remember last time we talked about what to do when your man is always saying he's busy, what to do when your man is always complaining that I'm busy, and I'm sure we learned one or two things. Okay, so today I'll be talking about something we don't really know about, like something most lovers don't even know about, and it's very important in a relationship, and I call it love languages. Aww, love languages. Okay, so love languages. What are love languages? They are ways partners, they are ways people in love like to express their love, or like their love to be expressed to them. Do you understand? Like two romantic partners, the ways they appreciate love and the ways they show love to their partners, that is what we call love languages. And most times we don't seem to see these little things our partners do to express their love. We tend to overlook it, we tend to ignore it, but these things are the little ways our partners shows how much they love us. Now there are 5 love languages. 5. 1, acts of service. 2, gift giving. 3, physical touch. 4, quality time. And 5, words of affirmation. Alright, so I'm gonna explain these 5 points, but before I explain them, how do I know my partner's love language? First of all, you try and listen to their complaints. You know, most times our partners will be like, oh, I wish I had this thing, or I want to do this thing. When your partners complain about some things, you know their love languages. I'll explain more when I'm talking about when I'm explaining the 5 points. 2, the things they request often, those things they ask for often. That's how you know your partner's love language. And 3, the way they give love, the way they express love to other people, the way they show care to their family members and to their friends. That's how you know someone's love language. Because most times, we as human beings, the way we want to be treated, that is how we treat others. So if I want someone to do this thing to me, I do this thing to that person. And that is how it shows that this is your partner's love language. So let's go. Let's start from the first one. Words of affirmation. Now, you can make your partner feel loved by constantly telling them how much you love them, how much they mean to you, how much you care about them. Now, when you notice that your partner is always like, when was the last time you told me you loved me? Or when was the last time you praised me? Or when was the last time you said something nice to me? Just know that's your partner's love language. Constant, I love you. Constant, you mean so much to me. Now, this kind of people, they like it when you appreciate them. And this kind of people too, words mean a lot to them. When you criticize them, it's more like you stab them in the heart. When you use harsh words on them, it stabs them in their hearts because they take your words seriously. Some people don't need your expensive, they don't need gifts and other things. All they need is just your words of affirmation. Things like, you are my only woman. After you, there is no one else. Things like, I love you. Things like, I'm not gonna leave you. Those words sense so much to them. It means so much to them. These things can be done through voice call, like it can be done by doing something, a little card. You write a romantic word and hide it in their bag. It's when they seize it, oh God, there is love in the air at that moment. So that is words of affirmation. Okay, let's move to the next one. The second one is receiving gifts. You will be surprised that there are people that don't need these words. They don't need I love you. They don't need those romantic words. What they need from you are just gifts. And it's not because they are materialistic or not because they have long throat. That's not why. Most times they don't see the gift. What they see is the efforts you put in bringing the gift. They look at the reason. They look at the efforts. They look at the commitment and everything in that little gift. So most times it's not about the gift, it's the reason behind the gift. And these people appreciate gifts. How do I know if my partner loves gifts? You hear them saying things like, oh, I wish I could buy this wristwatch, or I wish I could get this bag. And when you buy them the bag or you buy them the wristwatch, you surprisingly give it to them, you see the joy, you see the happiness, and believe me, you've added Maggi, you've added spices to your relationship at that moment. Okay, so the first one was words of affirmation, the second one was receiving gifts. Now the third one is quality time. Quality time. There are people that love spending time with their partners. I'm not sure this kind of people can actually survive long distance relationship, or maybe they can, but through phone calls, constant video calls, they just love spending time with their partners. They love hanging out, they love being with their loved ones at all times, they love holding hands, they love just those little things. Those little time they spend together really means a lot to them. Quality time. Now the fourth one here is physical touch. There are people that love touch. They love cuddling. They love, who doesn't love it? Everybody loves it. But these people, they appreciate it more when you hug them in public, when you give them a peck in the front of their friends, when you hold them in a romantic way, especially in the presence of others. It sends a lot of signal to them and it makes them happy. So if you notice your partner is that kind of person, make sure you do that thing. Like, make sure you cuddle, you hold, you peg, just a little spank or something. Even in public, sends a lot of love down their spine. Now the third one is acts of service. Act of service. What's act of service? Act of service is when your partner does little things for you. Little house. Let me use house chores for instance. Okay, as a married couple now, your husband wakes up in the morning, and then the first thing he does, you see him doing the laundry. You see him preparing breakfast, and then you're like, oh, okay, well done, no, and then you pass. You know at that moment you've hurt him because he's trying to express his love to you through little acts of service, but you don't understand because you don't know you don't know what love languages are. Maybe because your own love language is words of affirmation. You love hearing I love you, but his own love language is acts of service. And because you two don't understand your own love languages, when you're trying to express love in your own way, you don't appreciate it, you don't see the importance of it. Okay, so with those are the 5 love languages we have. And believe me, if you understand your partner's love language, you'll be able to appreciate their act of love towards you, and your relationship will be sweeter, your relationship will be more interesting. Okay, thank you viewers for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, and please click on the notification button so whenever I post a video, you'll be able to see it. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.